it's Nakia
and Serina
here from Keswick's Wise and Well Center here in Baltimore, Maryland. So we told you we were coming back to you and we were going to give you some good DIY. And today we have the fortunate thing of saving a lovely hibiscus plant.
So these hibiscus trees were beautiful. For those of you that are members, these bloomed big, bold, bright orange flowers. They were so pretty. However, when the building got shut down, they kind of got tossed outside and they had to fend for themselves. And as you can see, they didn't do so good. They've been knocked over. Their roots are super exposed, and we're going to show you that as we go along. And they're kind of on their last leg, but we're not ready to give up on them.
We're not.
We've been doing a little research and talking to the lovely people over at Home Depot, and we have already finished with one of them, and we've walked ourselves through the processes. So we're going to do the same thing with you here on YouTube. So first things kind of first, right, Nakia?
Yes.
We've got to have some basic supplies.
Basic supplies. So of course, definitely you would need like a big bucket. I want to say how big?
So it's recommended because of the size of these trees, a 5-gallon bucket. And we just got one of those, basic ones from Home Depot. But you could use it from an old paint bucket.
Absolutely.
Or, a lot of people just have them in their garage.
Anything that you have around the house is suitable. So we don't want you guys to go ahead and spend a whole lot of money ordering things to come inside of the home. It's not necessary. So just utilize the supplies that you have already at home.
Yeah. So we need some really good quality soil, and we're going to show you what we got. Because our roots are in such bad shape, we're actually going to do a root rehab, and we're using a product called Super Thrive, and we'll walk you through that as we go along. We are going to actually have to soak our roots. And this is a heck of a process. We've already found that out with this one.
That it is.
But by soaking our roots, it's going to actually allow the root themselves to soak up the nutrients that have been lost, to rehydrate, and for us to ensure that any bacteria that's happened to grow here because they've been exposed and they haven't been taken care of, and will allow us to make sure that we don't have any air pockets in those roots. When you go and these roots have been severely damaged and you replant and water like crazy trying to save them, but you can't leave these air pockets in there, that's where actually bacteria can grow. It can become too humid. I know it's a plant, but we have too humid and the roots will actually start to rot. So for us, and then from there, good dirt and really good fertilizer. In terms of fertilizer, it's kind of like stinkier the better. And we're going to show you, we're using a fish-based one, and it is stinking. So first steps that we're going to have to do is pull out our tree from its pot, and from there we're going to have to shake all the dirt out of these roots as we do this.
Give it a good shake.
So we're wanting here to get rid of all, or as much as we can, of all this old dirt that is mound into all of these roots. And you can see how dry these roots are. Nakia, can you bring that a little bit closer to our camera so that they can see that these roots are dry? See how thin they are? This is a big tree. It should have some nice fat roots associated with it. So we want to get out as much as we can. Good. So now you see our root ball here. We've got as much dirt as we can. We got our little scraggly roots. So we are basically, just like you condition your hair, we're going to condition our roots. And we are using a product called Super Thrive that actually has kelp in it. And it can be used with flowers. It can actually be used with vegetables, trees, large and small, any type of big container plant here. And for our 5-gallon bucket, for the size of our tree, we need 2 tablespoons of this into our water.
And of course, definitely, just try to go ahead and swirl the solution in the 5-gallon bucket as well.
The other thing is when you're putting your roots in the water, you can go ahead to hold it. You want to make sure that your water is as close to like air temperature as possible because they're exposed. So we don't want to shock them. So we don't want like super hot water, like if your garden hose has been sitting out in the sun all day, and or super cold water, because just like you when you get into a really cold shower, you're going to be like, so we're going to do that. All right, then next we are going to allow this to sit and soak, and it has to soak until no more bubbles appear.
Okay, so now it's been, our little guy hair has been inside the water and in the solution, and we haven't seen any bubbles. Been in here at least for 45 to 50 minutes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shake the roots out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it and start planting it, okay? There's no need to just kind of fiddle with the plant. You just go ahead and just at least like shake it a little bit so you can get the waters out. Again, we're trying to loosen up the roots, and then but also show and at least allow the roots to be free flowing. Okay? All right. So now I'm gonna start planting. Oh, I have a visitor. Hey, Andrea. Thanks. Alrighty, so now as you see, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and use some of the dirt that is already 3/4 in the pot to go ahead and try to cover it up. You wanna get it nice and just placed in the middle of the pot, okay? Then we're gonna remember, we gotta add our organic fresh soil. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start doing that now. I'm gonna go ahead and open up another bag. We need to add some more. All right. This is 5. And there we go. Hold on a second. Let's add a little bit more. So we do have some type of drainage from our pot, which is a good sign. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this stabilizer to go ahead and prop the plant up and secure the plant. And again, we're not going to water our plant for the next 24 hours. We're going to use the fish fertilizer every 3 weeks, and we're going to monitor our plant. So let's go. And there we go. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it, and I'm gonna check on it the next 24 hours, and we're gonna go ahead and let you know exactly how he is. So of course, as you can see, and Serina would definitely describe, look already, this is the plant that we did previously, and just in that short time, what do you think?
So yeah, it's only been about 3 hours or so since we did everything that we showed you guys how to do to this guy. He was our practice run, and see how perky he is, or she is, I don't know. I'm not sure of plant gender. But you notice that the leaves are up in relationship to our plant over there. It has a brighter green color. So that's how quickly, when you take care of your plants, they jump back, because they have a will to live like no other. And this one over here that we did for you guys just a few minutes ago, will look like this hibiscus within a couple of hours, and then in a couple of days we're going to start to see even more new growth, and hopefully flowers this summer, because a hibiscus is just so pretty.
I know. And what not better time to just have some type of joy and prettiness in the world.
So thank you so much for joining us as we hide behind our trees here. So be on the lookout for more garden and other fun DIYs from us here at Wise and Well. Take care, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.